Okay, so we'll start.
Recording is on. Recording has stopped.
So एक मिनट नो ये रिकॉर्डिंग ठीक है। तो एज लास्ट टाइम हम लोग ने क्या क्या कवर किया था गाइस? वेरिएबल्स, व्हाट इज वेरिएबल, व्हाट इज डेटा टाइप, एक मिनट ये है। ठीक है, व्हाट इज प्रिंट कमांड, कि प्रिंट हमारे मतलब क्या यूज है प्रिंट का, और व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ डेटा पाइथन सपोर्ट्स। वन इज string, integer, float. There is one more. Guys, I will have to एक और डेटा टाइप है, we call it as boolean. It means true or false, जिसको हम कंडीशनिंग में यूज कर सकते, मतलब जो कंडीशनिंग में रिजल्ट्स देता। इफ जैसे कि if a equals to m, sample मीन्स इसको हम लोग कोई सेटिस्फाइड इक्वेशन जैसे बोल सकते हो कि ट्रू और फॉल्स क्या होता है। कि अभी एक मिनट इसका, सॉरी गैस। अच्छा, if नेक्स्ट हटा दो। देखो जैसे कि हम वी आर ट्राइंग टू सी इज इसमें हम ये टेस्ट करते कि जैसे वैल्यूज, फॉर एग्जांपल, इनमें हमें रिजल्ट चाहिए ट्रू और फॉल्स में, जैसे कि अगर ए बी से छोटा है, फॉर एग्जांपल इन इज लेस देन बी, फॉल्स। नहीं सॉरी, ये है हमने जो सिंबल पास की, ये है ग्रेटर देन का। So then if we are trying to check which value, either A or B, out of A or B, which one is the bigger one. So how we can do is, if we don't know it is hidden somewhere inside, we can try to see it like this way. If just print and like see how it is showing the result. They are not equal, it will show you false. इसका use मतलब we are not using this much, but this is also one data type of Python. Is it greater the if A is greater than B, A 10 है और B 20 है, like B is 20. So we just want to see whether A is smaller. So it means A is not bigger than B. Now what we can do, we can reverse it. Whether A is smaller than B. Is it correct? It is true. So this way we can check the values just for conditioning thing, like values and all. We used it. Otherwise in day-to-day practice, I don't know we will use it much. So, okay. So today's agenda is we will discuss about what is list, because list, list, dictionary. अच्छा, we will focus first on this. First, so guys, you hope you have tried all the string indexing what we have covered last week.
Yes.
Okay. So today we will learn about what is a list. Or any values we can store it in. Like example, list, everything starts with a variable. So list, what we will do, we will create a temporary, well, dummy list. Dummy list. We will hold what we will hold. We will, okay. Guys, you remember what are the types of data? It suppose like what we have covered in last week. Here it is like what are string, integer, float. So for example, Chatin. Let's, so ये this two square brackets inside it we can hold whatever we want, either it is a string or it is as a numbers. How I will show you. For example, we have created a variable and we instead of a right, okay, so this is a variable holding a value Aditya. So what it is holding, it is actually holding a string value. Whatever we store inside the single quotes, guys, those are string. Or without string or any numbers, means whatever text format we will use to store single quotes, and the next is numbers, like we can store without single quotes. So this way we store our values. But similar, we have created a variable called dummy list where we have stored a collection of items. Okay, collection of items means we have stored Jatin, this string, this number, these numbers, and this numbers, this string as well. Now let's see. Right, dummy list. Oh, sorry. Okay, see. So in real time, how I can like consider an example in a team. For example, a team, we need to like how many members are there in a team. So let's store them all together at inside like team list. Members. Members will be now, for example, if I want to store like what I can say, if we want to collect all the information at one variable, so that instead name 1, name 2, name 3 of all our members, what I come up with, I will create a list where I will store all the members in that list. Like, look, this will give me an error because, okay, see how it shows. Why it is? Because Sachin is not defined. Sachin is not defined. It means which Sachin is a text. I have not defined it inside a string, means single quotes, single quote or double quote. Like we can define it like this way as well. Now you see, it gave me no error. It has get stored inside. And now if I want to print all the list, all the members, look, these are all the members. Means consider list is just a collection of elements, items we can store. Either it is a string or a number. We can add like this as well. So it will give us the same results. Any doubt here, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. So list, but guys, okay, with list, what do you think we can do else? Now we just have stored the values in list. Now what we can do, we can access each and every single element of it as well. For example, if I just want the first name of member, someone asked me to give me any member of team. So how I can get that? by, you remember we did slicing in strings,
Yes, sir. Yes,
indexing
sir.
and slicings. So
Yes, sir.
similar way, consider this whole holding values inside it with the index. For example, A will go to index 0, Jatin is at index 1,
One.
Sachin is at index, sorry, 2, this is at index 3, 4, 5.
सर कॉमा नहीं काउंट करेगा.
Comma nahi, comma is here, comma is separating them because अगर comma अगर चलो ठीक है, I will try to show you. यहाँ से अगर मैं comma हटा दूं ना, तो फिर देखते क्या है रिजल्ट आता, देखें चलो. ये इसको एक कंसिडर कर लिया स्ट्रिंग, इट कंसिडर दिस एज अ वन स्ट्रिंग, क्योंकि इसमें सेपरेशन नहीं है, सेपरेटर नहीं है. So what comma is doing here? Comma is playing a role as a separator here. He consider each individual as one. तो it means अगर इसने इसको एक एलिमेंट कंसिडर कर लिया, जैसे कि ये जो रिजल्ट आया, ठीक है. अब यहाँ क्या हुआ, ये पूरी आदित्य और जतिन को एक इंडेक्स पे कंसिडर कर लिया उसने, ये हो गया इंडेक्स, फिर ये ऐसा. गेटिंग.
Yes,
इसलिए
getting sir.
we pass a separator here. Now we see. Now it will separate Aditya and Jatin. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So now let someone ask you to give me a member, first member of your list. So how we can do? Just remember that this part, like here, what we have done.
One colon one.
देखो जैसे हमने ये किया था स्लाइसिंग, कि जो वेरिएबल चाहिए उसको इंडेक्स किया करने के लिए हमने उसका इंडेक्स यूज किया था टू एक्सेस दैट एलिमेंट. So similarly here we also we will do the same. जैसे कि इसका इंडेक्स वैल्यू है आदित्य का 0, ठीक है, तो आई विल पास अ 0. मीन्स देखो दिस पार्ट विल यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि बैकएंड में इट विल स्टोर इट इन सच इंडेक्सेस. ठीक है, तो लेट्स सी. देखो क्या है, देखो है करेक्ट. अब हमें समझो सचिन एक्सेस करना है. सचिन कौन से इंडेक्स पे है गाइस?
Two.
क्लियर है, सेम रिजल्ट जो हमको चाहिए था वही रिजल्ट्स है. अब
सर
इसमें भी, हाँ हाँ बोलो.
अगर इसमें से दो को एक्सेस करना, जैसे जतिन को और 26 को एक्सेस करना हो.
जतिन और 26 को एक्सेस करना है, तो देखो अभी एक तो ये एक तरीका है, जतिन है इंडेक्स 1 पे, तो हम चलो जतिन को एक्सेस करते. 26 कहाँ है, किस इंडेक्स पे 26? 3 पे है. तो इफ यू रिमेम्बर गाइस, हमने वो देखा था कि जो ये हो गया फ्रॉम, ये हो गया टू, बट टू में हमेशा -1 होता वो उसका क्योंकि ये जो 2 है ये लेंथ को 1 2 3 4 में कंसिडर करता. तो अगर मैं,
ये माइनस.
हाँ तो अभी जैसे कि 26 निकालना है तो मुझे इसमें डालना है 4. जतिन का अगला इंडेक्स डालूंगा, क्योंकि लिस्ट के लिए जब ये जो यहाँ कंसिडर हो रहा ना ये कोलन के बाद, उसके लिए ये 1 2 3 4, ऐसा वो सीक्वेंस में लेता।
हम्म।
ठीक है,
ओके।
स्टार्ट वाला इसका इंडेक्स फॉलो करता, और टू फ्रॉम से टू तक वाला 1 2 3 4 नंबर इंडेक्स रखता, -1 कंसिडर चलता है ऐसा उसका, समझो। अभी हम क्या कर सकते, देखो 26 चाहिए, हमको ये स्किप करना है। ठीक है, क्या ये सही रिजल्ट देगा? ये समझा आपको मैंने टू से स्किप क्यों किया?
क्योंकि
क्योंकि
1 और 2 ले रहा है।
हाँ नहीं, वो
आगे
देखो,
दो
अभी ये जो
आइटम।
स्किप है ना, ये स्किप नंबर मतलब उस करंट वैल्यू से कितना आगे का नंबर वैल्यू स्किप करना है। अभी जैसे कि मुझे सिर्फ ये स्किप करनी थी, तो मेरे करंट पोजीशन से जो दूसरा आदमी है उसको स्किप करना है मुझे बस। अब पर अगर मैं अभी समझो यहाँ पे 3 डाल देता हूँ, तो उसके लिए अब क्या हो जाएगा, उसकी करंट पोजीशन से यहाँ की दूसरा और तीसरा, ये दो लोग स्किप हो जाएंगे। पर उतनी बड़ी अभी हमारी लिस्ट है नहीं, तो लेट्स सी क्या रिजल्ट आता है। क्योंकि देखो अपनी लिस्ट का एंड ही यहाँ तक है, तो वो 27 को नहीं लेगा, वो सिर्फ जतिन दिखाएगा। तो वो क्योंकि वो वाला मेंबर ही नहीं है इसके बाद का, इसके पास तीसरा मेंबर, क्योंकि उतनी हमारी लिस्ट की लिमिट ही नहीं है इंडेक्स की, स्लाइस की। अब अगर समझो मैं इसको बढ़ा दूं, 6 कर दूं, तो फिर देखना। तो उसने क्या किया, जतिन से शुरू किया, जतिन को लिया, सचिन को स्किप करने बोले हमने, और 26 मतलब उसके पोजीशन से दूसरा और तीसरा, मतलब 2 और 3 कंसिडर होंगे, मतलब वो 3 नंबर मीन्स उसके करंट पोजीशन से आगे आने वाले उतने नंबर, उतने एलिमेंट, मतलब ये हो गया उतने आइटम्स। ये देखो, ये एक टोटल एक चीज होगी, ये एक टोटल एक चीज होगी, और ये टोटल एक चीज होगी, एक मतलब होल ऑब्जेक्ट, है ना।
यस सर।
और वो सेम चीज आपको याद है हमने रिवर्स किया था, कैसे स्ट्रिंग को रिवर्स किया था? अगर मुझे ये पूरा अपोजिट ऑर्डर में चाहिए, इस लिस्ट को, याद है? ये देखो गाइस, ये रिवर्स स्ट्रिंग का मैंने आपको वो लिख दिया था डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, जिसमें स्ट्रिंग रिवर्स होती, ये उसका फॉर्मेटिंग, फ्रॉम टू ब्लैंक छोड़ दो, और यहाँ -1 कर दो। ठीक है,
-1।
सो हमेशा ये याद रखना, क्योंकि ये टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू में भी क्वेश्चंस आते हैं ऐसे, कि शो मी हाउ यू कैन रिवर्स द लिस्ट, शो मी हाउ यू कैन रिवर्स द स्ट्रिंग वैल्यू। मीन्स अगर वो आपको बोलेंगे कि एक स्ट्रिंग बनाओ और उसको रिवर्स करके बताओ, क्रिएट अ लिस्ट उसको रिवर्स करके बताओ, क्रिएट अ लिस्ट उसमें से दो एक्सेस करो कि एवरी अल्टरनेट वैल्यू यू वांट टू शो मी एज अ रिजल्ट। तो ये जो मेथड्स है ना, ये सारी काम आती है आपको वहां पे। तो देखो लिस्ट तो आप प्रैक्टिस करो, क्योंकि ये जो है मोस्टली यूज होने वाली चीजें ये है, उसकी इंडेक्स, उसकी मेथड्स जो है, उस पे ऑपरेशंस है जो है, कि उसके साथ क्या क्या कर सकते हैं हम लिस्ट के साथ। क्योंकि जितने भी डेटा टाइप्स है पाइथन में, हर किसी की एक एक स्पेसिफिक फीचर्स हैं जिनके लिए उनको यूज किया जाता है। मीन्स एक एक स्पेशलिटी सबकी यूनिक है। अभी जैसा लिस्ट है, जैसा लिस्ट है, लिस्ट में स्ट्रिंग और ये नंबर्स, दो डिफरेंट टाइप के डेटा हम स्टोर कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, पर हम सेट में ये नहीं कर सकते। एक मतलब एक डेटा टाइप और है, अब लिस्ट और डिक्शनरी के बाद हम उस पे देखेंगे, बट उसका यूज है जितना उतना ही कवर करेंगे हम। ठीक है, बट ओके, so this part till here, okay guys.
यस सर। ओके।
Now let's see, if I want to access the last element of this list, what do you think, how can we do? एक शॉर्टकट है, देयर इज शॉर्टकट टू extract the last element of any list or any string. और सो देखो, here is members list. Okay guys, what I have done here, I have just indexed a -1 element. What it gave me results? Last element of the list. So indexing, if in this order, if we see, it is getting stored like this. And there is also another way how it has got stored. What difference you can see here, guys? Any difference between indexing this and this? Hmm? Any difference in this indexing and this indexing? Means there are, this value is stored in two different ways. First is this index, or also it stored it as this index. So if I do 0, so what should it give me? Result. And same results I can get if I pass this value. See, is it confusing or like any doubt? Any question, guys?
No, sir.
You understood this part, guys? We can access either this way elements of the list, or we can also access either this way. There is a major difference which you could have observed here is how positive index has started with 0 but negative index has started with -1. It should also have started with -0, right? If it is just about plus or minus. Guys,
Yes.
so okay. So guys, you should have to understand all this because this week we'll start with some like assignment kind of, not very assignment, just a hands-on thing so that you should share the screenshots, whatever you have practiced within a week. So like at least one day or some time you should spend on getting hands-on with it. Okay.
Okay, sir. No issue.
So, okay, these are all the objects. These are firstly we covered this part like how we can access the elements of a list. Now what else can we do with list? There are certain methods. Means there are certain operations also we can do it on list apart from indexing as well. So the most common, like, okay, let's create. Now we know we have these are all members. Shall I remove this part? Let's create a list of age, a list of. I'll just keep a random number. So four members are there and respective ages, random it. Now some new guy has joined our team. Okay, you're my like now we need to add one more person in our list. How we can do that is there is a method called
append में.
append. Members, you members can member or members. Append. Uh, Give me any name. Very. And there is one more. Okay. Now this way we have added Shri in this list. But now how we can see that? How we can see that, guys?
लास्ट में ऐड हो रहा है.
No, this member is added in our list now. So how we can see now all members of list now because list is updated now, right? With a new member. Now we want to see who are all present in that list. Remember print command. Print is nothing but a show command. Now show me list. You see? This is its default action. Okay. By default, append method will add an element at the end of string, at the end of list. You see, if I will again add one more member, run the command, now print the command. Now there is one more thing about this. If I just type this, can I get the same results, guys? If I just run this cell, you see. The best part here is we don't have to, sometimes we can ignore, even if we haven't defined the print command, it will show you the results. Means every cell is running with a show command and if there is any declared variable. Means in this cell, there is only a variable declared. This is nothing but a variable, which holds a list of elements. So whatever it is holding, it will show us this same like this. See, same. Print member or it is print member, but I prefer, like, I suggest to use this. This is just for testing like our work play around thing. So this way we know how we can add a member in our list. Okay, guys. This is method one. Dot print. Now let's talk about method two. Ha is dot insert. This method will also helps us to add a member in the same list. Dot insert. But the difference between append and insert is now we can define where we want to store this new element. Like if I want to fit this element after Aditya. Okay. So I will tell him, you know the index, right? Here we can use that part index thing. If I want to store it after Aditya means here I want to store between Aditya and Jatin. Okay, guys. So Aditya's index is 0. So it means next to Aditya, which index will come? Which index will come, guys? Index 1. So I want to insert someone next to Aditya, which is like this. So here. Uh, okay. Now let's see how member looks. You see now, guys, Remo is now added at index 1, which is in between Aditya and Jatin. So with insert method, we can position a person, we can add a person at a specific position where we want to. Clear, guys? Now you understand difference between append and insert? Now let's see how we can show method. What it will do? Any any guesses? Now see, we have removed Alex out of list. What if we don't define any value here? Okay. So it means remove method always ask for a value which you want to remove from the list. Now Alex is already removed. Now let's remove Jatin. Sorry, Jim. Now we are back to our list. Alex is removed. Jim is removed. What if we want to remove the value of any specific index? Can we do with this? No. It means remove won't support index removing like removal of elements based on index. So how we can do that? Therefore is dot pop. Okay, there is, if we don't define anything in this, it will remove, always by default it will remove the last element of the list. Okay, at present who are all members present in the list is, there are 5 members are present in list. Okay guys, now I applied, if I apply pop method, so it will show you what it has removed. By default, pop is designed to remove always the last element of any list. So look, it has removed now. You see, Shri has out of list. But this is, now if I want to remove the second index of the list, let's see, 0, 1, 2 means Jatin is out of list now. Let's see. You getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubt, guys? We know how to reverse the list. This is one method. And next, there is also a new method, print dot reverse. So this, you guys, there is one more thing which I want to tell you. There is a, okay. This, hmm. Okay. If I go to this, this methods are not supporting. Okay. Okay, I think there is something with this version maybe. But yeah, so remember this is a way to to reverse the list. And so this will give the number of elements present in list. Now we know
Yes,
how
sir.
many elements are there in list. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Print length. Length means length of member. Means length of that list. Means how many elements are there in that list. It will show you that. Okay, guys. So let's see how. Okay. Let's turn on your mic, guys. Answer me one by one. Let's see now. Let's create a new list. Guys, did you know what is this hash means?
Comment, sir.
Comment, right? Okay. Good. So who don't know, comment is we can make that particular line unactionable inside that cell. We can keep it as comment. So it is just to refer that line, read it person. Means like instruction for that any function we do. Means we just pass any we just have to put some information for anyone who want to access this code. That way we can comment or something. We just as a note purpose. So we can any type any text we can do for passing the instructions or anything, we can just keep it as comment format. So it will make that particular sentence or that particular line as inactive. Okay. Okay, now guys, tell me how we can see the how many elements are there in that list.
Using the ln function, length function.
Okay, like this. So it was it's present to it. Densities will give the number of elements. Okay. Okay. You have you guys spent time on Jupyter Notebook? You know how to create a new cells below or above this. A or B command you can use to create a cell either above or below the existing cell. Look, now I am here. I have selected this cell. I want to create a cell below my cell. I have pressed B. B means below and A means above. Means above that cell or below that cell. Now let's see. I'll press A. It will create a new cell above the current cell. So now this is the new cell. Okay, guys. Look, you see above
Yes.
or below. Cool. Now you tell me how I can reverse this list.
-1 n minus 1.
How?
City is
Hmm?
equal
Hmm?
city dot reverse and braces, small braces. City dot reverse and function.
This Python version, I'm not sure like why it is not supporting this function, this method. It's supposed to give results and like, You see, it is giving none. I'm not sure why it is. But there is other way we can do, right? There is one more way, guys. You remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Double colon minus one.
Very nice. Perfect. Okay. Now let's see how we can do it in a, how I can say, like access the, give me every alternate, next alternate city present in that list. Means I want Delhi, okay. Sure. Okay, so so guys, now this is the list cities. Now how we can access Rajasthan, Nagpur, Mumbai. I want to skip this one. Okay, let's start with simple. I want first three elements of the list. How we can get it, guys? First three element of list. Remember indexing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how first three will come? Means 0 index, 1, 2, and 3. I want values from here to here. So I want to start with 0 and 0, 1, 2, 3, 3. So it will give me first three elements of the list. Here are the first three elements. How can we add Raipur in that list, guys? You remember we have methods to add elements in the list?
Yes, sir. Add insert. Insert method.
Which one?
Insert.
Insert. Why can't we use append?
We also use append them. Insert method used to on a specific location, like a specific indexing.
Correct. Append, what append will do?
Append do
Store
add
it in
in.
the last.
Okay, so let's add Raipur. See, Raipur is there now. Okay, now can we remove Jaipur from list?
Yes, sir.
How? which method we can use to remove an element for specific element?
Pop.
Pop is used to remove elements with an index location, guys.
Index number.
And remove is a method through which we can directly remove that particular element. For example,
Jaipur.
Jaipur. Let's see what is new. Oh, Jaipur is no more. Perfect. And now Pop will use. So what this command will remove from the list? Now you see cities have these elements. Okay. So if I execute dot pop, which element will remove? It will remember, if we didn't define any index in this, guys, it will remove always the last element of the list. Okay. So let's see. It shows Raipur it has removed. You see? And now if we want to remove third element of the list, let's see. It has removed Mumbai. Now this much cities are left. Cool. Now how can we add a city called Mumbai between Rajasthan and Nagpur, or at second position in list? You remember there are
Insert.
two. Okay, great. Now here we need to define where we want to store that element. So let's say at first index, means first index will fall. This is zero index and this is the first index. Now I want to push Nagpur to next index and I want to store new element called Mumbai in the first place. First element. First index, sorry. Okay. Okay. So here Mumbai is done stored successfully in this place. Any doubt, guys, here so far?
No, sir. No, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Now, now we start with dictionary. What is a dictionary? Dictionary is nothing but a set of key and values. Like, you know how we say name equals to. So this way, uh, members, and dictionary is represent with this, as we know, list, dictionary. Okay, guys. So, So let's create how dictionary stores values are name equals to same. Okay. Now you know what comma is doing here, guys, right? Question. Okay. So it is a collection of a particular person, right? It is all the information which you can see here. We have stored it in this way. Dictionary. This variables hold a one value. This is just a variable. Now we before this we have seen list. List is a set of collection of all individual elements, individual values. And now here dictionary is a collection of key and pair. We can call this elements whatever refer to this value is key. We call it as key and value. Means understand this colon is doing is colon means equals to playing a role here. So we do this. This is how a dictionary looks. Okay. Now how we use this dictionary? What guys? Okay. Any doubt here? Any questions? Dictionary.
No, sir.
How you can identify whatever if in case you'll get some code to review or anything, any data types or any Python code to review. Now, how you can identify by looking at it is if it store if a value stored in this curly braces, it means it is a dictionary value. If it is stored in this square brackets, what is it?
List.
List. Okay, yes. So now we know list
Uh,
stores key and value. Okay. Now how can we access? Can we access a particular value? Let's see how
yes,
many.
sir.
Just one small thing here. So in the interview, generally the question will be asked like, why do we need dictionary when we already have the list and array? So you need to think, all the students, you need to think that way. So you need to answer why dictionary is actually relevant. Why can't we do anything with array or list? Can anyone answer that? If not, then let's continue the class, but think about it after the class. And tomorrow you need to answer this why even dictionary is required when we already have array and list and other collections. Okay? Am I audible? Aditya, can you hear me?
Yes, 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 I can again.
Okay, so Yes. So this is your question to answer tomorrow.
Yeah, what's the difference between like what makes it unique than list and other data types? So that's guys you can study or like you can ask. I'll answer this question by tomorrow, but you can try to explore it. So now you see we have created a list means a relevant information of a person. Like for example, this information all belongs to Jim. Jim, what is name of Jim? What is name? Jim. Age 33. Like city of that particular person, Bangalore. Like email ID and this. So this way you can say you can store related informations of any like person, anything like table, chair, any object. For example, if you want to store any object like chair, let's create a dictionary which holds an information of chair. Okay. So firstly, let's start with brand. What is colon is doing here, guys? Colon and comma.
कॉमा सेपरेट कर रहा है,
Hmm?
अलग कर रहा है, एंड जो कॉलन है वो स्ट्रिंग है, इसलिए बी डिफाइंड स्ट्रिंग इन विद इन अ कॉलन.
नहीं, ये देखो, ये जो है ये नेम उसकी की होगी। की मतलब अब सपोज कि अब तुम जतिन हो, पर जतिन है क्या? जतिन तुम्हारा नाम है, करेक्ट? जैसे कि कंसिडर कर लो अब किसी चेयर, मतलब एक ऑब्जेक्ट वो है क्या, वो प्रॉपर्टी क्या है उसकी, ऐसा समझो आप। ये जिम है क्या? जिम है नाम। 33 क्या है उसकी एज। तो मतलब ये जो कोलन है कंसिडर आप करो इसको एज अ इक्वल टू, इट इज प्लेइंग अ रोल एज अ इक्वल टू, मींस
यस सर.
नेम इक्वल्स टू जिम, ऐसा, करेक्ट?
नेम इज
तो
द
आप
की वैल्यू.
करेक्ट, दिस इज की एंड दिस इज वैल्यू। ये तो देखो सी हियर, कोलन के लेफ्ट साइड वाली ऑलवेज की रहती, राइट साइड इज ऑलवेज वैल्यू। वैल्यू मीन्स उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है, उस की इंफॉर्मेशन क्या होल्ड कर रहा है वो। सपोज कंसिडर करो कि तो आपका योर आधार कार्ड नंबर इज नथिंग बट अ की ऑफ योर इंफॉर्मेशन। तो योर इंफॉर्मेशन मीन्स वो आगे वैल्यूज, आधार का पिन हो गया तुम्हारा ये की। मीन्स अगर ऑनलाइन वेबसाइट पे मैं इफ आई पुट योर आधार आईडी, आई विल गेट ऑल योर इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट?
राइट.
So consider is it like this way. So let's chair color height equals to 2 feet. What else a chair can have? Foldable, मतलब ये उसकी फीचर्स हम डिसाइड कर रहे हैं। फोल्डेबल है, नो। I forgot to run execute this command. See guys, brand, make it easy. Chair 1. Chair 1, what is chair 1? Chair 1 is of brand Neel Kamal, has a white color, height of 2 feet and foldable. Is it foldable or no? No. Now, what else can we do with dictionary? Now, firstly, let's see chairs dot keys. Means I want to say check, see what all keys are stored in chair one. In chair one dictionary means what all information I can access of that particular chair from the dictionary. It will show you this. See, dictionary keys means brand, color, height, foldable features. So means these informations I can expect if I go and dive into this dictionary. So instead digging dive into any dictionary, we starts with like let's see what are the keys are available. Keys are means what all informations we can get out of it. Now let's see we have a different. Okay, after dot keys means apply this method on this chair dictionary. So whatever any operation we want to run, any functions or any like operation or method we want to implement on the, if you want to run on the dictionary, we just, or any variable, we just pass dot and that particular method name. So it will give us that result. Now here you see, I want to apply a method called values. What method will do is it will fetch only this side of dictionary, means only this side, like Nilkamal, white, all information, actual information. We see now. See what keys has delivered here and what values are delivered here. Getting guys?
Yes, sir.
So these are the initial two methods of any like dictionary. Okay, it will be tough. Now, someone come and told me that chair is not actually white, it is a off-white color. So it means this information is not correct, right? Okay. So now what I can do, I can think is, can we update the value? Let's see.
Yes, sir.
How? How can we update, guys? Any
Sir,
method?
chair. Yes, sir.
How we can?
We first chair
Hmm?
one big braces and be given the keys. Then we assign the values. What we have need to modify, like color, big braces. Sorry, sir, not
This one?
color. Yes, sir. This one color, double column. Ne?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Color
Like
is
this.
equal.
Now,
No, sir.
is it?
No, sir. Equal करके. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Is okay. 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 Colon is defined. Okay. Equal to.
Hmm.
सर ब्रेसेस को सर पहले बंद कर दीजिए कलर के बाद ही
Like this.
यस लाइक दिस
Okay, guys. So now you see how we have updated the value of a dictionary of a key, like key value of a dictionary. And same, how we can now add one more thing. If I want to, guys, add one more key and value in this chair. How can we achieve that? Any, there is a method, update, where we can add one more feature. Let's say, okay, material of the chair. Let's see, it is of plastic. Now you see, now this chair 1 having information, brand, color, height, foldable, no, as well as its material as well, because we have now used update method to add a new key value in dictionary. Dictionary, we can also refer it as DICT. Now I want to remove foldable key. Means I want to remove this part, guys. So here also we can use the same pop method to remove a particular key from a dictionary. For example, I will remove foldable key of this particular dictionary from this particular dictionary. Let's see now. So this part has been removed. Okay. Oh, it has already removed. Now you see. So now foldable feature is no more present in this list, is in this dictionary. Chair 1. Let's access. Okay. Okay, guys, how we can access all the list of keys present in the dictionary? Which method we can use to access all the key values, key element, keys, only keys I want. Means like brand, color, height, material.
We use key function.
Very good. Okay, now we know we have this many keys present in the dictionary. But now I want to see only which color it is of. The chair 1 has this information and I just want to see the color of that chair. So how we can do it? This way. Oh, it is off-white color. So it will give me only that specific value, not whole like this dictionary value. Same way, if you just want to see the height of it, let's run it as this one. Height is 2 feet. Material, let's see the material of chair 1. Plastic. Good guys? Understood?
सर अगर सर
Yeah.
वैल्यू को रिमूव करना हो तो
Okay. Here, remove means only this part. You want to
वैल्यू
remove
वैल्यू
this total
नो सर ओनली 2 फीट हाइट वैल्यू आई वांट टू रिमूव वैल्यू नॉट
height
की
की ये हटाना है बस इतना पार्ट
यस
ऐसा बोल
सर
रहे हो या टोटल दिस
बस सर 2 फीट हटाना है हाइट हाइट रहे मतलब की रहे वैल्यू हट जाए उसकी
ठीक है
नील हो
तो
जाए वैल्यू
फॉर दैट you remember we have this part what we have done here So now we can do the same thing. But you want to keep that place blank, right? Blank. It cannot be removed. It will be blank because now you see, finish. There is no more proof it, but it should have something like it has a blank and empty space for it where we can fill it later. Now because how I will what why it keeps a space for it. Now if you want to store a value again, forfeit. You see. Now you see height has now changed to forfeit. Height has we have
Yes, sir.
removed the height. Now we have added updated the height that is forfeit. Got it?
Got it, sir.
So today we have guys learned list and dictionary. So I will send you this all documentation so that you can try it on your own by today end of day or tomorrow before class, up to you. But try to spend time on this and do practice because you'll have to remember all this syntax, analyze anyone because in interview they will ask which method you use to get these results. So it should be very handy in with you in your mind always, like, oh yeah, I can do reverse with the reverse command. I can how you can access the keys of dictionary dot key method we can use, how we can access the values of dictionary dot values we can use, how we can update add a new value in the dictionary, we can use the update method to insert a new value in a dictionary. Okay guys, any questions?
सर अगर डेटा बहुत ज़्यादा हो,
Okay.
कहीं तो जैसे छोटा छोटा डेटा है,
हाँ
तो
हाँ
डेटा बहुत ज़्यादा हो, देन व्हाट वी कैन डू। मतलब जैसे हम इंडेक्स नहीं याद कर पा रहे हैं या कुछ भी, जैसे डेटा बहुत ज़्यादा है,
हाँ।
देन व्हाट वी कैन डू। और जैसे की वैल्यू बहुत है,
हम्म
जैसे इसमें तो छोटा डेटा है, 2-4 ही की वैल्यू है। अगर की
हम्म
बहुत सारी हो जाए, डेटा बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाए, सो
हम्म।
हम कैसे अपडेट करेंगे उसको या क्या कैसे करेंगे?
Okay. So, so in real time, we were not dealing with the data like this way because in that there are nested JSON datas are there are bit complex data types are datas are formats are there which you cannot go through and read. Like if suppose there are hundred and thousand of records like this, consider this is one record, and if you have 1,000 records like that, you cannot go and read one by one, right? So in
राइट।
real time, while you are working, so we will access this data through a tables. We will store all these values in the tables, like, and we will access them in a tabular format, like brand, color. Okay. So this way we will have all the data available with us like this. And even on top of that, there is one more thing which is a SQL commands. For example, there is a table created. This is a chair table stored in a database. So how I can access the values of this chair is Silas. There are SQL queries which will cover guys. But for example, so this will give all the list of items present. This is just a sample SQL query which will give you results in a tabular format. Because in organization we didn't deal data with files, we will store it somewhere in a tables through which we can access the data and extract the information for what we need. You remember first day we have discussed about the sales and revenue reports, like how a company spend
यस
on
सर।
marketing, So
Yes,
what
obviously.
those analysis or we also do, how we can analyze, we using the SQL queries.
Okay.
You see, select all from employee. Like this way in organization we do queries. There are a lot of queries. So we will learn that as well step by step. Okay. Because that is our
Okay,
end
sir.
goal to how we can make the data more accessible. This is just, I gave you information just to understand methods which we are going to use in our upcoming projects. And in real time, what major method, what necessary informations which you need for attending an interview as well. These all the informations and these are all the methods in Python which are most frequently used in your day-to-day work. Okay.